Hey guys, Adam with 2A Time, as the Aussie man would say. This is my face. And earlier this afternoon, I was going out for a run, and all of a sudden, I started getting all these messages popping up on my phone from all the people that I follow on YouTube, letting us know that the ATF has backed off and is no longer going after the pistol brace. And it looks like there was 90, it says 90 here on the website, The Truth About Guns, 90 congressmen. Down here, I got 89 members of Congress. Well, they all submitted a letter or signed a letter that was submitted to the ATF asking them to back off. Otherwise, it would be turning people into felons overnight just by people owning this brace. So, all of you that sent comments over to the ATF, all of you that created videos to let people know what was going on and creating awareness and also educating people on how to go about writing these letters to the ATF. I want to thank you guys. And also all these people that some of you guys contacted your congressman, and you guys need to call them back and say thank you for for going up to bat for us and getting your six. I know that they're pretty much just doing their job, but in this situation where we're in, they had to go up to bat for us. We had to call in a favor and ask them to go and do it. And now that they've done it, it'd be nice to give them a call back and say, hey, thank you for going out there and sticking your neck out for us. And so I just want to mention a few people that were able to get people to rally on this and get everybody to submit their letters and encourage people to submit their comments to the ATF. One of which is OC Gun Owners. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook, and also over at Parlay and Twitter. They're all over the place. Great organization. Also, one of my favorite guys, Jared over at Guns and Gadgets. Thank you so much for getting people motivated to get out there and sign or comment on the ATF website. And it looks like Colion Noir, I guess that's how I'm going to pronounce his last name, just posted a video on YouTube as well. So I'm mentioning him. I'm not going to put him up there, but that's another person that I follow on YouTube. And so, yeah, so Reno May, he's awesome. Thanks for creating awareness as well and getting people out there to motivating people to go over to the ATF and commenting. Also, Mr. Guns and Gear did a great video as well on how to go about responding to the ATF. So he gives you an idea and goes section to section, giving you an idea of how each one of those different sections is hard to comply with because it's so broad and there's like a lot of gray areas. So, and that's what the ATF was doing, was they weren't really specifying exactly what was illegal and what was legal. Also, I'm going to back up and go back over to Guns and Gear. Jared did a great video as well on that as well. He went point by point explaining what the ATF was looking at and how vague they were being in each one of those different areas. Let's see here. And Johnny B, you guys know him, Johnny Appalachia, awesome guy. You know what? He's all about the 2A community and our 2A rights. Another person that rallied the troops and got everybody to go over to the ATF and leave their comments. And he also gave us ideas on how to go about responding to the ATF as well. Thank you so much for that. Legally Armed America. Another great video that was put together on how to go about structuring your letter whenever responding to the ATF. He did a great job explaining how to go about doing it in a manner in which it would be professional and wouldn't get kicked out by the ATF, because there were certain guidelines that the ATF had, which were keeping it professional. In other words, staying on topic. Don't start bringing the Constitution into it. No cussing. No insults. Otherwise, it would get your letter kicked out. And so he kind of gave us a really good idea on how to go about sticking to the path and making sure that we didn't go off path or off track and stuck to the technicalities. And also Omaha Outdoors, another person put together a great video on how to go about responding to the ATF. It was very short and sweet, and so got straight down to the point and explained exactly what we needed to do, how to go about doing it. And so all these people here, Guns and Gadgets, Reno May, Mr. Guns and Gear, Johnny B, Illegally Armed America, Omaha Outdoors. I went ahead and watched all their videos before preparing my letter or my comment to the ATF. And so if you ever want to know what's going on in the 2A community and you want to get educated, if you're new to the 2A community, these are some great people to follow on YouTube. They're always putting out informative information. Lately, it's been kind of crazy in the 2A world, so a lot of people haven't been really doing gun reviews and showing new products in the market because everybody's been pretty much overwhelmed because we're being attacked from all different sides. Uh, if you haven't heard, right now, 80% polymer got raided by the ATF, and they had to hand over a bunch of their customer information. But I believe with them, they had uploaded their information to the cloud, so the ATF went and got the customer information from, I believe it was from the postal service they're using, and that's how they're able to obtain names and addresses. And also, another company got raided by the ATF as well, and they took all their computers and stuff. So there's a lot going on right now in the TIG community. Right now, we have to support organizations like OC Gun Owners and um, California Gun Owners, Firearm Policy Coalition, Gun Owners of America, Gun Owners of California. Depending on whichever state you're in, look for those coalitions and support them. Be sure to donate, sign up for their newsletter so you're kept up to date on what's going on in the 2A community. That's how I know what's going on by Reno May, he's actually stays on top of all these different cases. Also, the Armed Scholar. Do I have the Armed Scholar here? I do not have the Armed Scholar up here. That's another important person to bring up. The Armed Scholar is an actual lawyer and pretty much blows everybody out of the water whenever it comes to the legal scene. And you'll hear some of these other content creators say, hey, you know what? Just go to Armed Scholar's channel because he's got a great video on the legalities of whatever situation topic may be. And but some of these other, don't get me wrong, some of these guys right here, they say they're not lawyers, but they do sound like lawyers whenever I'm watching their videos. And so the Armed Scholar is another great person to follow on Facebook. We have Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. All these guys, they all have all those social media platforms. Whichever one you're most comfortable with using, follow them on that. And that way you'll be kept up to date with the latest 2A news. Speaking of which, another great person that stays on top of they all do. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. And also, they also have some great older content as well because I'm somewhat new to the 2A community as well. So if I go to their channels and I'm curious, what is a California compliant AR-15? What makes it non-compliant? I can watch a video over on Reno May's channel and learn about how to go about making sure that I'm in compliance according to what California deems compliant. So again, these are some great people to follow on YouTube. So today I'm going to say that we got a win. Who knows? Of course, ATF is in Bloomberg. They're, all these different Democrats, gun grabbers. Okay, not all Democrats, but let's just ignore I said Democrats. They're going to be going after our Second Amendment rights and infringe upon them. So we need to not get complacent. We need to make sure that we are kept up to date on what's going on out there. So, like I said, to stay up to date, look at one of your local coalitions. Like, for example, I'm here in Orange County, OC Gun Owners. I'm a member with them, and also with Firearms Policy Coalition. Firearms Policy Coalition is, I believe, they're statewide, but as far as or nationwide. But that's another great subscription that I have because I'll get those email alerts as soon as there's a new gun case that comes up. I get that alert, and I'm a sucker. Every time I get one of those new case alerts, immediately, I donate $25 because I've watched some of these videos of what these lawyers go through whenever they're in front of these judges, and these judges they just rip on them. The judges, they just don't want to hear 2A cases, it seems like. So my heart goes out to them, and I thank them for going out there and standing in front of the judge and fighting for us, and for these organizations for being in existence. And um, I mean, these people don't need to put these organizations together, but they start these organizations because they have a passion for their Second Amendment rights and they believe in the Constitution. So today, again, we got a win. The ATF is backed off, and for now, and hopefully, I'm hoping that they're not going to say, "Oh, you know what? That was a guidance letter." So people had a short period of time to respond. So we're going to go ahead and retract that. We're doing them a favor. We're going to go ahead and make it a different type of letter where people get a 90-day chance to respond. I forget what the name of it is. Maybe I'll go ahead and put it in a video, do some video editing, and put the word here or here or here. And hopefully that's not the case. And so let's just hope for the best. So don't get too distracted, or don't breathe too much of a sigh of relief. We still got other things that we got to keep on top of. 80% polymer, everybody with their 80%, the ATF is going after them. If you have an 80%, and if you bought it from 80% polymer, you might want to register it. And also keep in mind, I am not a lawyer. I'm just going to go ahead and mention that, and more than likely you guys have figured that out. So we still got to stay on top of that case. And then also we have the Senate runoff in Georgia. You guys may not be fans of Perdue or Loeffler, and unfortunately we have to vote for them if you're not a fan of them, and because we really need them to get into the Senate, and we need to control the Senate. All right, you guys. Well, I'll start rambling. And again, thanks to everyone that responded to the ATF, everybody who created content to rally the troops and get them motivated to respond to the ATF. And also thanks for people in Orange County Gun Owners, Firearms Policy Coalition, and all different coalitions, organizations out there that rallied and got the people to rally and got them to comment. So again, big thank you to everyone, and let's move on and focus on the next fight that we got to fight. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you guys celebrate, and be safe. Bye for now.